Hey there, fierce leaders, and welcome back to my channel. Okay, so self-sabotage, let's talk about it. It looks like procrastination, stress eating, like avoiding having the difficult conversations. It means just having a weird emotional outburst, or just randomly getting upset with your partner, or starting a fight for no reason, or the bitchy comments. Well, in today's video, I'm gonna share with you the root cause of this self-sabotage that is keeping you from tapping into the success that you are so ready to unlock. That success that's gonna bring you the freedom, the money, the influence, the impact that you deeply desire. So get ready. Welcome to episode number 1 of the Busy to Badass Boss series. In this series, I'm gonna be diving deep into the topics and steps that I use with my one-on-one clients that helps them to actually transform from busy to badass in all areas of their life. So if you want to actually ensure that you get to see, because each of these videos will be building on top of each other. So if you wanna really get the most out of this and really continue along, then hit the notification bell and the subscribe button so that way you can be notified and keep going every week when these videos come out. And in terms of self-sabotage, I'm gonna start by going into my own story. So I used to sabotage the heck out of my success because frankly, I saw through doing my own inner work, through my own, really bringing mindfulness into my life, and honestly through guidance, through coaches that I've had, I came to find out that I used to sabotage my success. So that kept me, stagnant in my health. I used to struggle a lot with, very specific gut trouble that I only till later was able to figure out kind of the root of that. I used to struggle with, really getting that promotion to that next level or negotiating my pay. It used to lead me to right as I was about to get intimate in a really meaningful relationship, I would emotionally disconnect because I'd be, just afraid of what that would feel like and what that intimacy would lead to in terms of deep connection. And the root of this is that I had something in my specific story where I was afraid that basically if I was successful, there would be something tragic, that it meant that if I was successful in one area of my life, it meant giving up all and getting all this pain in another area. Without going into the long drawn out story of where this comes from and where I've seen from my past that this was my story, I found that by actually becoming aware of this dynamic, this belief I had, I have been so able, and getting to the root of the fears that are underlying that, I've been able to now really break free from this limitation cage as I see it, this limitation cage that keeps us trapped in this belief and honestly lost in the game of blaming others, always feeling out of control, thinking it's always other people that are doing things to us, or limiting just how far we can get, believing that the glass ceiling idea is going to keep us always as women from really getting to the level we want to in our careers. So what I really show to my clients and what I've seen just creates such a different experience is we all have to get to the point where we see what is our I am not enough story. And what I mean by this I am not enough story is I've seen it time and time again. We can go into it. There'll be the different stories, the different experiences, the different evidence in our past life, in our life that have shown us this. But every single leader needs to get to this point where they do this exploration, where they look internally and see, where is it that I have gained this belief and gained evidence that I use to show myself that I am not enough? That I'm not enough in my relationships, I am not enough in my career, that I am not enough in all these different ways. And I have found that when you really do this work where you become so aware of where and why you hold on to this I am not enough story, it's when you really become aware of it that you're finally able to break free from constantly just letting this story kind of run. And I can tell you why we become attached to our I'm not enough story. So it's because frankly, as we grow, and especially as leaders, right? As we become more visible, we get more responsibility, we get more accountability, there's just more pressure in theory on our plates. Well, as that happens, we start to have to step out of our comfort zone regularly. We have to. That's just the thing, because if we want to grow, and with that growth becomes this kind of wobbly or this discomfort, well, in those moments, our body physiologically holds on to the fear response of going, no, come back to your comfort zone. come back to your comfort zone. The key here is you have to see that you hold on to this I am not enough story because there's comfort in it. And so what becomes the next step is we really have to look at the fears underlying, the fears at the root. And as a fear specialist myself, I have seen time and time again that once you become aware, at least at first, of this I am not enough story, and then you do this next step, which is to really dig into these fears and transform your relationship to these fears, that, my friend, is when you really set yourself free from this frustration, from this annoyance that you have these goals and you have these ideas theoretically that you want to make changes in your life. Maybe you want to be healthier, you want to really lead in a new powerful way. Well, you have to do this work and really seeing what is holding you back. So if you want to actually see my specific and unique method for actually decoding your fear and actually transforming it into fuel for motivation, well, then subscribe and hit the notification bell, because in my next video of the series, I am going to show you the 4-step process for exactly how you can how you can start to transform any fear that is holding you back in your life. The other key to stop sabotaging your success in yourself is to create intentional time to connect to yourself, to become intimate with yourself, where you actually understand what it is that matters to you. Why do you want to be successful? What does success look like for you? And if you want to know this, then check out this video I have right here, where I actually dish out how you can figure out what your leadership legacy is. So you have that deep why mapped out. You understand what success looks like for you in your specific way. And if you're someone who's always looking to up-level their leadership and continue to really just step forward in bigger and bolder ways, then check out my free Bold and Impactful Leader Masterclass that's in the description box below, where I dish out these key ways for you to stand out and to really be the leader you were born to be in your unique way. That's not the shoulds or the expectations, but your unique style. And as always, I hope you have a fierce day and feel empowered to take action, because you, my friend, matter.